Welcome to Daily Bible Benefits. Today is Friday, October 6. On this day in 1866, the brothers of John and Simon Reno staged the first train robbery in American history, making off with $13,000 from an Ohio and Mississippi Railroad train in Jackson County, Indiana. Today on the broadcast, I'll be talking about Saul proclaims Jesus in the synagogues. Acts chapter 9, verses 19 through 22. And when he had received meat, he was strengthened. Then was Saul certain days with the disciples which were at Damascus. And straightway he preached Christ in the synagogues, that he is the Son of God. But all that heard him were amazed, and said, Is not this he that destroyed them which called on this name in Jerusalem, and came hither for that intent, that he might bring them bound unto the chief priests? But Saul increased the more in strength, and confounded the Jews which dwelt at Damascus, proving that this is very Christ. Have your eyes been opened? The second book of Kings, in the 6th chapter, tells of an interesting event. Elisha, the prophet of God, was taking knowledge of the planned activities of the Syrian king to destroy Israel. Elijah warned Israel, which angered the Syrian king, who then sought to kill Elisha. The servant Elisha awoke one morning, looked out, and saw the Syrian army surrounding the city. He became very frightened, but Elisha was not afraid, because he could see the Lord's protection. Then in verse 17, Elisha prayed that the Lord would open the eyes of the servant, that he too would see what Elijah saw. In this prayer, Elisha was not referring to physical sight. The servant had that, for he could see the army, but he had no spiritual sight to see the Lord's protection. Now, there are many people who have perfect vision in the natural eyes, but they are blind spiritually, just as this young servant of Elisha. Only the Lord can give men spiritual eyes to see their lost and ruined condition. Only the Lord can show men the holy wrath of God against their sin. Only the Lord can reveal the glory of a beaten, scourged, and crucified Christ. Only the Lord can give a man a revelation of the exalted risen Christ, ruling the universe and providing for, protecting, and caring for his redeemed. Without this revelation, no man will come to Christ in saving faith. Have your eyes been opened to see the glorious person and work of the blessed Son of God? The young man servant of Elijah could not see the mountains full of horses and chariots of fire around Elisha until the Lord opened his eyes. Neither can the sinner see the glory of Christ until the Lord opens his blind eyes. Lord, I pray thee, open their eyes that they may see. Thank you for tuning in to Daily Bible Benefits. Have a good and godly day.